And good evening once again. It seems like we were just together a few moments ago, doesn't it? We're back, and welcome. The National Weather Service has issued another severe thunderstorm warning as we go to radar to look at this. This is going to include several counties as we look at this, down to 2 now. As we look at Kemper County, and this will be until 10 p.m. for Lauderdale and for Kemper County. It was Newton and Neshoba County, and they've since then canceled that since we went live with that. As we look at this, the storm will be near Liberty and Prismatic by 9:05, which gives it roughly about 5 minutes. Daleville around 9:10, Blackwater by 9:15, and reach DeKalb by 9:20 as we look at this. We follow these storms. And let's go to radar. Let's see what we've got and watch this. Now, although this severe thunderstorm warning has been canceled for Newton and also Neshoba County, still heavy rain right there at those Kemper and Lauderdale County lines. So if you live in those areas, it's pouring on you. I had a question just a second ago about Hickory. No warnings for Hickory, but you are going to get rain as we see heavy rain here south of Newton, down 15, these areas here. So we'll come back to that and look at that. Let's zoom in and see what we've got on our thunderstorm warning that was just issued here. Now, our watch box, as we look at this, is going to cover just north of DeKalb, cut across just north of Scuba. And this will put it right about where McDade's grocery store used to be. We'll put it right there. It'll come back down, take in the southern half of Kemper County. And then as it swoops back into Lauderdale County, let's look at our locations here of what we're expecting it to be a part of. Right across NAS Meridian. It's not quite going to make it to Lauderdale. This will, Covington Fish Farms. If you're traveling Sunshine Farms in that area, right along in there. Covington Fish Farms, it's going to be right through there. Chet's Paint and Body is the line in Lauderdale County. And the northern tip of Okeechobee Lake, taking in the high school and the elementary, and it just barely takes in over here the drag strip here on 19. Now, this is all going to be north of where the Piggly Wiggly is as we come in this. And let's look at this. As you can tell here, this is going to be right across the dam as you leave Chet's there in the curve and go past the store and go across the bridge. That area right there is the line of where the severe thunderstorm warning is tonight in Lauderdale County and northward. As we look at this on Highway 19, it is pouring cats and dogs. You'll go through the 4-lane, and as we get up here, let's just look about where this starts. This is going to pick up. Let's call it right here at Mayat Road is where the heavy rain picks up. That's going to follow right 19 on into Neshoba County, and we get up here at 491. Those areas, a lot of rain there. Prospect Church, Mount Nebo, those areas there, a lot of rain there also. Now, it starts... I was trying to think of a clever word, and I'll just change it to it lightens up in between 491 and when you get up here closer to House, right around here around 492 is where it's still going to be heavy. And you go on past these areas, past Talbert Enterprises, and this is 491 back in here that'll lead you all the way to 16. It'll be heavy in there. As we look at Kemper County, let's look at this of what we got. And we got some heavy showers coming down in here. This is going to be at Rio within 1 minute. We'll meet Klondike within 10 minutes and Liberty within 12 minutes. And as we keep going down that list, Kipling and also Cullinan Oak Grove within half an hour as we watch all of this. Madison, thanks for joining us. And as you're seeing from your side of the room over there, we've got a little activity tonight, don't we?
Just a little bit. Hopefully it's not too much or anything like that.
We'll be glad once it kind of fades away tonight. If you can turn on all your instruments that we've got you on your side to kind of start help track some of this, the messages and things that are coming in. And as always, you can send us pictures on the inbox. You can email us at scottyray1969 at AOL.com. Any other ways, just straight through Facebook will get it to us, and then Madison will get all of this loaded as well. We've got Miss Joyce Dennis watching from the Wynot area. Thank you. We appreciate that. Kemper County is what we're really watching here. Now, northwestern Lauderdale is got this area right through the West Lauderdale over here to Arkadelphia and Samdale. You're going to get wet. Right now, we pay close attention as we go up Highway 495. You get to about where the volunteer fire department is there on 495, and it's going to be heavy. The PVs, if y'all are listening tonight, y'all be ready. It's going to probably blow your clothesline around a little bit tonight as this comes across there. Hasn't made it to the coal plant yet, but en route to Highway 493 as it's approaching it right here where it crosses. Let's zoom in on this. This is going to be coming across right here on 493, and that's Old Jackson Road as it crosses right here. That rain coming in on that. Look at that, it's heavy. As you go up 495 and as you cross here 495 and you go past Old Jackson Road and we get to about right there, that's going to be McFarland, I believe, McFarland Road. I actually spoke to the radar company about the straining we're having to do, and they promised me they're going to fix this to where all of this lettering is bigger. They realize they've got a problem when they done their update, and I thought it was me for just a little bit, but no, they actually do have an issue. Go to working on things, that happens there. Now, as you hear that beeping in the background as we're watching all this, this is radar texting us from there to the phone, letting us know that we have lightning. The Broadmoor Chevron is within 15 miles as we come back down here to Lauderdale County. And look at this. And what this is telling us is where we've got the Chevron station here at North Hills right there. It's telling us within 15 miles of there, North Crest, we've got some lightning that is coming. Now, again, this area here does not have a thunderstorm warning for it, but it's still going to get wet as we watch this come across. Let's look at this in Newton County. Now, this southern portion of it, it's been canceled, but there's a lot of rain here. This picks up here at Newton County High. This will come across where Myers Processing is, and all the way up just past Lazy Boy. If you're going to be traveling 15 out of here going toward Decatur, it won't make it all the way to Decatur, but it's going to be heavy rain there. Highway 503, heavy rain. You come down 20, and if you were to exit there at the Red Goat, we got a lot of rain there. Lightens up a little bit just on the other side of 20. It's going to be better there. We come across south from the Red Goat there on 503 down to the Dollar General. Heavy rain at Hickory. Now, y'all were asking a moment ago if we had a warning for there. No, we don't. But it's raining, isn't it? Y'all feel it. Y'all know it. And at 503 all the way down to the end of the county is going to be heavy rain until you get into Jasper County. Again, no warnings. All our friends over in Clark County, you're looking good now, but we do have these rains here coming in. And let's look at it right at the fire department, right there at Duffy Volunteer Fire Department. Y'all got rain, but you got another wave coming within probably 10 minutes that's going to be extremely heavy as that too moves into Lauderdale County, and this is going to come across 494 right past the tractor place and come on to 19 and cut across the lake. So be prepared for that. Now, as we look at Kemper, you start seeing all these little yellow spots up there, those lightning bolts. That tells us that we're starting to see a good bit of lightning as this keeps popping up on my phone. You hear in the background, we're getting a bunch there. Let's zoom in on this and just see what areas that we're getting here. This is going to be west of 495, and what we're seeing here, let's go to the road here. Where are we here? Let's zoom in on this. This is going to be on Foreman Tolles Road. We got a lot of lightning just to the west of it, out in those pine trees there. They're going to officially call that little community Rio, right in there. Now we've got a storm right here at Little Zion Church, and this is going to be cutting across to Klondike. It'll make it there in 11 minutes and make it to Liberty within 13 minutes. So be prepared there as we look at all of these areas there. And of course, we got up here by Chisholm Cemetery, a lot of rain there also. We want you to look just how heavy this is back. What this does is stretches just barely to the west of 495. It's right at 495. We got that update back to 491. That's that area that we're watching. As we look at this in southern Kemper County, this is going to cross 495, 493, and then make its way right on across 39 there. Again, our watch box, pretty large area there from DeKalb southward to the end of the county there. All right, we're getting notes of some power out. Are we, Madison?
Mm-hmm. Power out is in Philly. There is extremely heavy rain between 493 and 39 in Kemper. It seems like Kemper is getting the worst of everything right now.
Yeah, it sure is.
Someone is asking, are there tornadoes associated with the storm?
No, no tornadoes with this. What we have is severe thunderstorm warning with this. So it's just going to be heavy rain, and the most that we'll get out of this is some wind. That's what we're looking at. Now, as we pull up EMEPA, we're showing that, as you pointed out, some power outages there. We move in here to the Noxapater area. Right there, we see that we've got some power outages there on 397. A little bit of power outage there. That's going to be on Murray Fulton Road is where we've got that. 397, if you live in that area, you don't need me to tell you. But it is without power there. And what was the other place that was mentioned without power?
So far, I only saw Philly, but I can scroll back up.
Let's
and see.
Let's
if
take
there's
a look
anything earlier.
here. Let me go down and.
No power in Duffy. That's what it was.
All right, let's pull up Central Electric and take a look at what Central Electric has in power outages as association with this. And they're right. A lot of power out now as this storm come across. As we look at this, this is going to be, let's zoom in on this. We got 3 people here just south of Tucker on 525 right there. We got 28 people east on Highway 16 without power right there. That's going to be right around Ford Store, close to that area. And we zoom in on this area right here. It's going to be on 19 where County Road 492 meet. 285 people without power. Now, again, this is Southern Pine is what we're looking at here on power outages of this company here without any power. And it's scattered back across west as this storm has come across. So that's the situation with the weather at this point as we go back to radar. And that's why it's heavy. We're getting some trees that are kind of being pushed around that. All right. Did you have something else you were adding there?
There's nothing else as of right now.
Patrick Estes talking about the wind there in Scuba, gusting 25 to 35 miles to 30 miles an hour. And with this, it is being associated with some gust here. Now, let me pull up something else let me pull this back on me. Just a second. I hit the wrong button. I need to find something. And let me get this pulled up so we'll know a little bit more information. It's always good to know as much as we can as we're broadcasting the weather to you to give you the absolute latest. And let me get logged in here to another site that I use to get some information. We want to have the utmost, as they say. I'll come back to that in just a second as it loads up. Okay, let's see. Clay County, they've got a severe thunderstorm that has been canceled for that. As we look at this, indicated possibly getting some hail here. And we're going to go here and look at this here in just a second here. We're getting reports of possibility of a little hail mixed in with this storm that has come through Kemper. And if you're receiving any of that, let us know.
It says Philadelphia utility power is out.
So we got some more people there that aren't happy at the moment.
Kemper and Philadelphia, it seems like they are getting the worst of it right now.
Now, the good news is southern, as you look at this right now, the southern portion, let me pull it back up where everybody can see. I'll be talking to myself again if we don't do this. The southern portion of Neshoba County looks good at this point. As we go north of there, this northern part up here, Arlington, is going to get some more as it comes across here. And as you see with this, all of this purple has been a little bit of hail. I'm not showing a lot in Kemper County at this point. Doesn't mean you're not getting a little bit, though. Sometimes radar doesn't, when it's lighter, doesn't grab it as quickly as it could. All right, let's go in on this. We got a small storm that's here in Lauderdale County that will leave Lauderdale and then move right on into Kemper County here in just a moment. Let's zoom in on this so everybody will know what we've got. This is going to be north. Here's West Lauderdale School. Let's go north here into the northern portion of the county, right up in here. This is going to be right off of, let's see here. Here's Oak Tibby. This is still part of the wildlife area here as we look at this road here. This is going to be Bird Donor Road. This is the road that is directly behind West Lauderdale High School. Just to the east of there, as you're going across the refuge, is where this storm is located. As you look at this Kemper County, that would be Fraser Grove Church sitting right there. This is going to cut across Lauderdale County, this northern portion here. Here's the elementary. It'll cross 495, and then it's going to cross 493, and then move itself right across in 39, and then eventually make it all the way over here to 45. It's moving east, northeast is what we've got with this storm. Pouring rain in Damascus. Y'all feeling it? We got that heavy rain also now right there at the coal plant. Let's do a hard reboot here to make sure that we're getting the latest, because it looks like it could stand just a little bit of a refresh there. Well, I'll do it that way since it didn't want to take it from the keyboard. Now let's turn this off so we see again of what we've got there. And it's a lot going on with this storm. We see that the northern portion of Kemper looks better here. All out by Seipel's Mills. Y'all are looking better. I know you like that. We do have rain at Wahalik. It's going to come right across there, stretching from the railroad tracks there at the Baptist Church all the way out to where you start going down, back down in here towards Scuba, Old Scuba Road. If you'll follow this around the big curve up here where the cornfields always were. Yeah, that's what we'll get. Old 45 is what that is, and join it back down here at Scuba. Now, we have heavy rain approaching downtown DeKalb. Just on the outskirts of town is where the rain is at this point. Highway 16, we've already got a lot of this as we look here. 16, where it joins 397, this is closing in on DeKalb. Y'all be ready. Old Jackson Road, already pouring rain. We follow 1939 here. Look at this rain here. A lot of it. We go west of here, and we start seeing that we got lightning strikes out in here. Right there. That struck it 1 minute ago. 37 seconds ago is what it was telling me that it happened right there. This is right off 39. If you live close to there, that's one of those when it struck, it made you jump. Madison, I know you've been through those areas where lightning strikes and it makes you jump. Many a time. As we look right there, right on top of the New Hope Volunteer Fire Department. I'm not sure you could see the end of the driveway. It's raining so hard. We come down at this coal plant. Now, we've got this thunderstorm warning now. The watch box area is moved east. But let's look at this. Here's the coal plant. Let's go just a little west of there and take a look at what we've got going on here. This is going to be at Mount Olive Cemetery. Some of the heaviest of rain that we have in Kemper County right now happening there at the graveyard. As it comes across and is approaching the coal plant, or what's left of the coal plant. We still call it that, don't we? A lot of rain in there. Hopewell Church getting rain as well. 493, these areas here. And let's zoom in on this. Here's another road here. That's, I believe that's Wooten Road. Yeah, the best I can read that. That's Wooten Road. And this is also going to come across here, Blackwater Road, 493. These areas here. North of here, of course, is the worst of rain. That's increased a lot here in the last few moments. Now, let's back out and look at your watch box of what we've got. Lauderdale County, it is also moved a little bit east in Lauderdale County as we look at this. If you live in northern Lauderdale County, pay attention. This still includes you. Now, Collinsville, y'all are in the clear now. The rain is still heavy, but moving east. And again, this is approaching across the northern portion of Oktibbe is where this is going. And this is just going nuts with the lightning as you hear all this noise in the background.
I just posted a video of someone sitting in a video of lightning constantly in Little Rock.
In Little Rock?
I just posted it.
All right, let's pull that up where everybody else can take a look at that. And let me do a refresh here of what we've got. And it hadn't gone up yet. It'll go up in just a second. It always takes a second for that stuff to load.
Yes, 2 videos of just lightning constantly.
So y'all be ready for that. That'll be posted here in just a moment. It'll be up on the page where you can see that. All right, as we go back to radar, we show that the watch box area, basically, let's just call this is less than a half a mile due west of West Lauderdale. Where Pine Forest Cemetery is, just west of there. It's going to cross right here, come up and go across. It's going to be Julius Tucker Memorial Road. Well, I'm telling you, that writing is getting some kind of small tonight till they get that updated. West Lauderdale High School there, and it cuts across again that northern portion there. It's going to be just past Chet's and the curve, still taking in the elementary school. Arkadelphia, you're involved in this still, and also still Covington Fish Farm. If you're right there at the driveway, it cuts right at the end of the driveway at Covington Fish Farm. It's going to come across and go into NAS and take in this northern portion of that last runway. Is going to be still involved in the severe thunderstorm warning. Now, the front gate, y'all are out of it. That's just a few feet, I know. But we want you to know where it is. This still is going to include this eastern side of Kemper County. Chicken Shack, y'all hadn't gotten the rain there in Porterville, but it is making its way towards you. Now, we've got this rain all around DeKalb at this point. As we look here, light rain moved into Scuba, the Giles community. As we look toward that state line, y'all are going to get a little bit of this before it's all said and done also. Again, this storm could be a lot worse than it is at this point. It could be just really cutting up. We've got heavy rain We don't show, as far as radar is not picking it up at this time. It always could be. Let me turn the radar off just to double check that. We got a little bit right there of where it's come down, hail in this area here around the fire department. 495, we've seen some of that there. Coming out of Neshoba County, southwestern Kemper County. If you live in that area, y'all do that? Have y'all seen that?
That's a lot of lightning strikes over there.
Yeah, it's getting it there. Now, let's turn that radar back on. As you see, it was hidden pretty good back in there behind this rain, but a little bit of hail mixed in with that. Someone asked about their trampoline. It may be a little late to get your trampoline tied down. They're fun, but boy, when the wind picks up,
you might lose your trample.
Yeah, and speaking of that, let's look at wind. And I'm not sure exactly, Tanya, where you live, but let's look at the wind here of what we've got. Let's turn dark winds back on and where we're showing. Let's turn that off where y'all can see this. Let's go ahead and turn radar off to where you see just the winds. Here's what we've got in winds. All of these dark green spots are heavy, heavy winds right now. We've got it in Lauderdale County as well. We start down here at Stuckey's Bridge. We come up here just past Walmart on 19. As you go past Owls, Rock House, and all that area right there with the back porch, it's going to be heavy winds. Taking in Freeman Tractor and northward across this, even out by North Lauderdale Water Association, up by the gates and into Kemper County we go, and also right here at Kemper Springs Volunteer Fire Department. Y'all got some wind. This will go northward just past Damascus, and as we move to the east end, this comes up to 16, and on the outskirts of DeKalb, y'all are feeling a little bit of wind also with this storm. Hasn't quite made it over here to the Cowboy Church in Porterville there at the Chicken Shack, but it wants to. It'll get there just east of Scuba, out by East Kemper High School. We got some there in the curve there, and this is going to be out at Lover's Lane, this area here. We've got right there is Lover's Lane, and we do have some wind there. Don't ask me how it got that name. I'll have to ask somebody else. I've known it as a kid.
I think someone is asking if the storm is coming towards Meridian.
Meridian is going to get some rain. As you'll look at this, here is downtown Meridian. It's not a thunderstorm warning, but yes, you are going to get some thunderstorm activity. Again, no warning. And we look at this already here at Chunky. It's passed finally over Newton and made its way across Stuckey's Bridge. We got a lot of wind down in there as it comes across. Let's turn the wind off so you can actually see what the rain is doing. All right, that's what we've got there. This starts at Stuckey's Bridge. This is going to go right up past Goodwater Baptist. This is going to be out here at Meehan at the Volunteer Fire Department. That area right through there getting a lot of rain. That's going to come across the downtown area if you live in that. Rough winds, where's that at?
Allen Swamp Road.
Yeah, we've been through there many a time. Real low-lying area. It doesn't like a lot of water, so y'all can get some more rain, but I'm glad to know that the winds are there. I can hear a little bit on the outside from here.
I hear a lot of thunder outside than anything right now.
Yeah. Now, this northern portion, we've got 37 minutes remaining on this severe thunderstorm warning. It may or may not make it the entire 37 minutes, but it's not moving too quick across Kemper. It's slowly dumping a lot of rain as we watch this. We are showing again some more rain back up right up here. As we look at Arlington and Neshoba County, y'all have got some rain coming down. No warnings, but you still got the rain. As we look here, Kemper County, if you go 39 out of DeKalb, it's going to wind down before you get all the way out of the county there, a few miles out of here. It's passed over Kemper Lake. But if you live right around Kemper Lake or you live here near Spring Hill Volunteer Fire Department, y'all expected some more rain right behind you from Cleveland area here coming your way from the swimming pool. Through the backwoods. It's coming right through there. Are picking up some showers now there. And this is going to put it up here right around the cemetery in Scuba is where we've got showers here as we look at this. Here's Cedar Lawn right there. It's going to put it over by Otis's house. Otis is getting a little rain right there. As we come up close to the subways over here, here's the railroad tracks right there. The Volunteer Fire Department sits about right there, raining there. downtown Scuba. So on the outskirts of town, we do show that we've got some more also coming there. And over at Mr. Grady's place there. Right there.
Seems like there's only lightning in Meehan right now. And in Nellyburg, there is tons of rain and thunder in Cicalina and Nellyburg area.
Yeah, and I see that we're finally showing a break as we come in 20. And I always urge everyone, if you've traveled 20, y'all know what I mean about how bad it is of holding water. Wait it out. Give it 20 minutes. You can travel on all you want to toward Newton. Wait a few minutes because there's a stretch of about 10 miles there that would be kind of nasty as we look at this tonight. Again, no warnings down in these areas here, but we've got a bunch as we come up through here. All the way up to 494. And this is, we zoom in on this. Here's 494 as you come across. Look at that. We got a little bit right there at the, coming up on the Sharp Memorial Church we're going to have there at Chamberville. All in that area there as rain is fast approaching Chambersville in that area there.
That is really hard to read on the map. You can't see nothing. It just gets smaller every time you zoom in on it.
I know. And they promise me they're fixing it.
I hope so.
I don't mind bothering people when they tell me they're going to do something and they don't. Mm-hmm. Again, this watch box area, let me look here. Yeah, we'll get an update here in about 30 seconds on radar. But this has been a slow tracking storm across Lauderdale County in this northern portion here. Got a little bit of rain there at the four-way stop. All right, we are hearing all this rain here in northern Lauderdale County now, all through here. This rain is coming right through here. So all across the northern part of this top of this lake here, we're getting rain. Let's do another update here and force this thing to talk to us. And we're going to go back here in just a second and look at our power outages again to see if we've got the latest info on all of this. Now, let's turn these locations back on, showing that radar near the country store. If you're in Pine Springs in that area, there's lightning within 5 miles of the country store.
It's picking up around here really bad.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of. You're not trying to like run on me, are you, or anything? Want to make sure you're staying with me. Madison has a tendency that bad weather bothers her from time to time, and she wants to leave, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't. You're stuck with me for tonight.
I'll leave and go to the storm shelter, but I'm stuck up.
Stuck
the
with
worst
me.
place ever. If something were to happen, we'd be the first two to go.
Yeah, we'll leave if something were to bad happen. But what we've got tonight is just thunderstorm activity.
I don't mind thunderstorms. I go to sleep to them, and I'm very sleepy because of all the rain. It's just so relaxing to hear it.
So you're one of those that like that?
Yes, I do. When it's raining all day, I just want to sleep constantly.
Maybe there's some others like that. We're getting reports now. Sebastopol, Aaron letting us know. Enzor jumping in there. Miss Lynn, how are you doing tonight? Glad to see you there. It is a bunch of it there. This watch box is slowly moving across the two counties as we watch this. 10 p.m. is our kill time on the thunderstorm warning. As we look at this, let's go here. Let's see what we've got. Yeah, the thunder and lightning has picked up in northern Lauderdale County, and you were out in this area here, and as you can hear all of that.
Someone is asking, is it moving out of the house community?
Here's house right here, yes. Now, you've got a small shower to the west of you that will come along in a little bit, but the worst is already past house at this point. All of this has gone on. Tucker, we do have some heavier rain north of Philadelphia as we look at that. 16 is looking a whole lot better there. Cleveland, y'all are almost on the good side of this as it comes across here. 493, we got a shower there, but we go east here and we'll pick up off of 493 down on this southern tip here around the coal plant. Right there at New Hope Volunteer Fire Department is what we're showing some severe weather as we've got a lot of rain and lightning in between Highway 39 and 493. If you come on back down here right out of Lauderdale County, just north of West Lauderdale Elementary, as you cross, what is it, Jimmy Smith Road, right past it, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to be right past it. It's going to be pouring rain in those areas. Now, we're starting to show there at Daleville, picking up rain at the Sam Dale Monument. This is going to go northward, and by the time that you reach Blackwater Baptist Church in that curve, it's going to be dumping rain. I want you to be careful there as you come around that curve there and you go right past the substation. Still heavy rains as you make your way toward DeKalb, all the way into DeKalb. This is one of those, if you're sitting down here at the 4-lane, where you'd go right to Stennis, I'd wait just a few minutes before I headed on up toward DeKalb. Let that pass. 39, 2-lane road, as we all know. Now, Highway 45, you'll be getting your share of this here in just a little while. As it moves across, it will reach you also. Downtown Scooba is just a mist at this point. Nothing bad. Downtown DeKalb, that's a different story. There where the Ford and Co-op used to be, Ford dealership, many, many moons ago. A lot of rain there. I was going to say where the 4-way stop is, the red light is, but yes, I forgot. They also took y'all's red light away from you too. There's not one there anymore. Matter of fact, there's not one in the county anymore. You were too little to remember, but they used to have one in Scooba, Madison.
Oh, really?
Many, many moons ago. Let's see here. Let's look around and look at the entire state here of what we got to make sure that we don't have.
Someone else said a lot of rain makes them sleepy too.
It will. A lot of people love that, especially if you've got the tin roof. That helps.
Well, you know what I do at night?
I hope sleep.
No, I don't. What I do is I turn on my TV and I turn on, like a noise machine. I'll turn on heavy rain like sounds, and I just go to sleep with the sound of heavy rain every night.
And you're a child of mine?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I like a lot of noise, unlike you.
I do like, and many as others, we talk about the things that make you sleep. Definitely, I have to have that fan for that noise in the background.
I have the ceiling fan, the little white fan on the floor, and I have an air purifier going on, and also the TV going on all at the same time.
So wonder you ever leave your room.
It's nice, and my room is relaxing.
We're showing that Starkville has thunderstorm activity now, but no thunderstorm warnings. And then right around Columbus, we got some around Tupelo's. Y'all see that up near Verona, New Albany, and those areas there. There is rain, but no warnings. You get right down here around Columbus, it gets kind of rough there on the state line, headed toward Jasper, Alabama, those areas. Some thunderstorm warnings up here near Decatur, Alabama, and also Haleyville. Y'all have got some. We come down past Jasper. We get right back to where we've been talking about the last little bit. Here in our area is the only place in the great state of Mississippi that has a warning, kind of hovering over us. Again, let's just glance down here. A little bit of rain moving into the state down here, all the way to Biloxi. All is clear. Nothing bad there. This is what we're focusing on. Let's go up, and it looks like they just canceled it. They did. We're going to cover this, and we'll go back over where the rains are, and then we'll let you go back to normal. But the good news is they just canceled that warning. Thank heaven. That's good news. I like for those things to disappear. All right, let's zoom in on this. Let's go from Enterprise, Mississippi. Y'all got some showers. Let's follow this up Highway 11 into Lauderdale County, and we get a little bit heavier rain. Let's turn on our locations again as we move up and follow this. As you come in, you get over here right there at Plant Sweat. As you make your back roads toward Clarkdale there on Valley Road, if you take those shortcuts, it's going to be going up that hill, heavy rain. We've got some light showers over the Evangel Temple, 59, pretty heavy there. As we reach the airport, it's on the southern end of the airport now, making its way toward Key Tower. You're going to be there with probably within 30 to 40 seconds, that heavy rain at the other end of the airport. And then, of course, it'll make it there to the interstate once it comes right across the airport. We come up and we pick up right here at the carousel out at Highland Park, a lot of rain. That ought to dampen the activity that we normally have in these areas here. Hopefully everybody's calm and staying at home. Around Meridian High School, heavy rain. We carry this all the way over to North Hill Street. Look at that, all the way right around by Northcrest Baptist Church. It's heavy, heavy rain. Over here, it's simply irresistible. On Poplar Springs, it's pouring too. Right there past the Chevron at the four-way stop, you'll see that it's heavy. We're going out past Last Chance Tobacco. Look at that. You get on 493. Back over here, we are showing right there at Owl some pretty heavy rain there. Heavier just a few hundred yards down the road there at the back porch and there at the Rock House Trading Post. We come across here. When we get to Pine Springs, and of course, if you turn off Highway 19 on Chandler Road, this is Chandler Road, and you follow this to that four-way sitting right there at the country store. That's going to be the line of where the heavy is as you go on out Pine Springs. In between there and Highway 493, look at that heavy rain. And then when you make it out here in the Center Hill, Bailey area, Arkadelphia, on up towards West Lauderdale Elementary, boy, pouring rain. Chet, you ought to be getting a lot of rain there. A small break right there at Covington Fish Farm. So it picks back up over here right there at the Samdale Monument, and we go north on into Kemper County, and it is flooding as we pass Blackwater and go up 493 and all around the Cab. It looks as though the worst has moved east of there, and we've got a storm that's passing over Kemper Lake now. That's going to go right past Spring Hill Volunteer Fire Department. Y'all will get one last little stand of rain, and we follow this in. We got it all the way up to Highway 45 there, where the Burns and Burns gas station is there. Right across here sits Briggs. The heavy rain hadn't made it across the road yet. It's coming, though. As we go out to Giles, y'all got it pretty calm there. We come back down as you were to go back toward Meridian there. We are showing that over where T's Furniture and Midland Manufacturing, whatever you want to call that building, we got heavy rain there also. That kind of wraps up what we've got tonight. Have we gotten any other questions that anybody wanted to know, Madison, before we tell everybody goodbye for a few minutes at least?
No questions, just reports of thunder in like Porterville, Wahalik, 10th Avenue. Someone said we need this rain to cool us down, and I agree because today was awful. It was so nasty, humid outside.
It was warm.
I was miserable. So maybe this rain will cool us down.
Let's hope
Hopefully.
So.
I hope so.
What do we got? Mandy Haley watching from Wahalik. I hear that you're unofficially running for mayor of Wahalik. All 9 of y'all. Y'all get together and vote for Mandy. Make sure that y'all put her in. Again, we want to say thank y'all for being a part of this. We can't do it without you, of all of the reports that you send in to us. And if you've got some pictures that you still want posted, send it to us. We'll be glad to share that with others so they'll know. Again, we're wrapping up. All warnings have canceled in our area. And as always, we'll be watching the weather just for you. And that's an overview of what we've got. We can't say thank you enough. God bless. And if I don't see you again tonight, 6:30, bright, sharp, be here. Bring your notebook. We'll talk about everything that happens overnight.
Yeah, I won't be here, though. I'll still be in bed.
Girl.
No, you don't get me up that early. No, thank you.
We'll see you again. Thank you so much for being a part of this.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners: